Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Citizen Sleeper. In the last episode we met Feng and he told us he could disable our tracker. I want to see what he actually wants in order to help us. He wants Feng will pay well for any Solheim data you dredge up from the Eye's old systems. What he does with it is anyone's guess. I think I remember there is a place here where we can actually do that right now. The Solheim gate? Yeah, we can use the Solheim cipher he gave us to get into the Solheim gate. This gate conceals a network of systems which have been untouched since the Solheim collapse. With a squawk of noise, the old gate flips open, granting access. Ooh, okay. So we've unlocked nodes. Guessing we need dice rolls to unlock these? That requires a 2. A 4. We do have a 4. A 3. And a 1. What do we need for the nests? A 2. We don't have a 2? There's another nest up here. A 2. Okay, I'm sensing a theme here. Okay. Let's use our 4 here. Was it... Oh, was it this one? Nope. Poop. This one? Aha. Let's use our 4 here. This network storage holds corporate records, most of them corrupted by a failed systems purge. Gained our data. Let's go and give this data to Feng and see what he does. Oh. Nope, don't give him my money. Give him the data. So we have to give him 3. Feng's eyes light up as the data is transferred over. Hands you a stack of chits and waves you off. We got some money at least. We still need to help Dragos at his yard. We have a lot longer to do this, but oh my god, there's a lot more things here. This one is safe though, which is quite nice. It doesn't give us any money by the looks of things though. Investigating the Winter Light means picking through its systems and structures with care. It won't pay, but you may find answers. Dragos seems increasingly nervous about your presence in the yard. We're not sure he's going to hold his nerve much longer. Making money here seems very dangerous, so let's go speak to Sabine first, because she is ready to speak to us. And then we'll see if we need to use our dice anywhere else. There's also the scrap freighter is here. Let's start with Sabine. The first thing you see on entering is the glint of Toshiro's implants, like a cat's eyes in the dark of the corridor. He nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark, and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. I have it! Sabine stands with a case open in front of them, a set of vials lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating it in the warm light. I have no idea how yet again. They trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. I'm the test case? That seems to be the case, unfortunately. I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture for you to sit on the bed. The stabilizer works under a similar principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, a stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains, which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its own organs. Passcodes? In very basic terms, yes. They sigh. Look, what matters here is that the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. They glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine. The only way to know for sure is to inject a vial. They begin readying the syringe. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. Alright, let's do it. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses a syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe, and you watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection, but with little response. A sensation begins to spread from the site, a fizzing, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness. Muffled noises, like an argument heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window, facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Awake? What happened? Stabilizer is genuine. I sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yataghan acquired a case of this stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. You should rest some more. You are going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture to the door. I have other patients. Sorry. Sabine nods towards the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You're going to need to pay for your next dose. Silence fills the room, and they return to their glowing slate. Looking around the room, it seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you've been out. Sabine? Nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that. You manage to get to your feet and wander out into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. Oh wow, we are like fully stable now. Amazing. How much is this stuff? I'm guessing it's going to be expensive. It's 100, huh? Oh dear. Okay, so we need to focus on making money, huh? Well, what's in this scrap freighter? Helion salvages. We can buy some scrap. Most of what comes in from the Star Ward belt is corroded trash, but sometimes something valuable can be found amongst the salvage. So, I can buy some scrap and then sell it at the scrap market maybe, or we can unload containers. The freighter crew are eager to get their payload into the Ort exchange, and they'll pay a wage to anyone willing to help them. That's dangerous, my endurance is low. Seems like a bad idea. So I can buy it for 20. Let's go back to the market. Is it the Ort exchange? Sell components. I don't know if this is worth it. Should we experiment? Let's experiment. Worst case scenario, I end up broke and dead in a gutter somewhere. Random scrap item. Lovely. And then if I go to the Ort Exchange, let's sell this scrap. For money. If I get more than 20, it was worth it, right? What? 12. Damn you, capitalism! On the plus side, we did get one trusted trader. There's an old ship mine fabrication stack in the back of the market, but only trusted traders get access to it, so this is a way for us to get the ship mined, or the ambergris. Right, well we need money. We have a 1. Is there anything we can do here with 1? These were all 2, weren't they? Let me just go through these. Oh wait, no, that was a 1. Aha! Let's do this, see if we can get more information for Feng. This node is leaking corrupted contractor lists from the early days of the system's palladium rush. And I'll sell some Solheim data. Let's go give that to... Actually, what other dice do we need? We need 2s, don't we? We need a 2 and a 2, I believe? 2 and a 3. Okay, we might be able to do that on the next cycle. Let's give this information to Feng. He can pay me some money. $15 cryo. Feng's eyes light up. Right, that leaves us with 1 5 dice. So we could go to the shipyard to make money. We get paid here, I believe, but it requires energy. We actually not make money. It says we get plus on the yard hand. We don't necessarily make any money. So what options do we have for money making? Other than Dragos's yard. It's just Feng, isn't it? Could be an issue. I could buy more scrap. Seems like a bad idea. I could play the exchange. Chance to get 19 cryo. Let's try it. Cross your fingers, everyone. Maybe I'll make loads of money. Hey, and it gives us trusted trader, which is something else we kind of need. You lose a little, then claw it back on a stack of sealed air filters. Better step away while you're in the black. There we go, we're at 61. I'd like to get 100. Bearing in mind, we still need to buy food. So, yeah, that's going to eat into our budgets a little bit. But we're out of dice, we have nothing else to do. Let's go back to sleep in our empty container. End the cycle. That's a lot of very good dice. Plus a 2, which we needed. Okay, let's start off today by doing Feng's quest, shall we? That was... God damn it. One day I'll remember what is what. 2. A Solheim demon attempts to protect this node, squeaking out protective protocols like a mantra. 5 cryo. And some Solheim data. Lovely. Let's go give this to Feng. I really hope digging around in the systems isn't going to attract the hunter. Could potentially be bad, couldn't it? Right, let's start actions. This should finish scoping the systems. Feng's eyes light up. Leave. Can we speak to him now? We can. As you enter the bay, Feng is nowhere to be seen. The banks of servers and machines blink out of the dark in staccato rhythms. Unseeing eyes of the station's digital ghosts. Shitheads! Feng's voice echoes from behind a stack, followed by the hammer of a fist on metal casing. These snaky shitheads. Who's snaky? Sleeper! Feng's smiling head pops out from behind a stack. Just the emulated consciousness I've been eager to see. Come back here. You pick your way between the thrumming stacks, trying not to trip on the loose bundles of cables that blanket the dark floor. Feng is sat in front of a set of monitors, mounted to a stack. Tell me, Sleeper, what do you see here? Feng waves at a monitor to his side, glowing with pale lists of information. You lean in closer, looking for the links in the data. The tables seem to be filled with personal information. Names, genders, dates, ID numbers, all markers of institutional records. Shitheads? Feng laughs. Maybe not all of them, but what kind of shitheads? I'm guessing Solheim? Bingo! He taps at the terminal. I pulled these from the old data you brought in. All employees of the Eye's original owners, and... He leans past you and scrolls the list down. This one. This is a snaky shithead. He stabs at the screen with a finger. The name reads Hardin Hurst. Friend of yours? Feng gives you a sideways look. Funny you should say that, Sleeper. He drags a stool out beside him and motions for you to sit. There just so happens to be a Hardin Hurst in Heaven Edge. He waits for your reaction. In Heaven Edge? That's it. He's right here on the station now. Feng leans back in his chair. Just think about it. Decades ago, Hardin worked on this station as a... Feng leans across to look at the monitor. Senior Strategic Operations Executive. Feng raises his eyebrow at you. Our Hardin was keeping the money coming in for Solheim. He defined priority growth initiatives by making sure the extractors they contracted out to were hooked into a system that outsourced all the risk and kept the profit. Good old Hardin shuttled thousands of Palladium Rush workers into the infrastructure, which meant that their cut of the work they did went straight back into Solheim. How do you know this? I grew up here, Sleeper. This is my history. I'm a child of the collapse. Feng turns back to his screen, staring hard at the strings of code flickering by. Before I was born, my parents were Solheim contractors. They ate in Solheim canteens, worked on Solheim ships, they breathed Solheim air, and slept in Solheim beds. Feng's voice rises as he speaks, his hands fists on the terminal edge. And the work that paid for that existence, the cycles of hard extraction out in the belt, Solheim took their cut. This was a company town, so to speak, and my parents were just another in the long line of freelance contractors willing to risk their lives for a shot at anything other than poverty. Disposable. This guy, stabbing at Hardin once again with his finger, strategized all that, did the sums, and then somehow, thousands and thousands of cycles later, is still going. Still here, crawling in the walls like some shithead snake. He survived the revolution. But how? These guys, they were big time. There's a lot money can get you if you are a company man. Feng relaxes a little. But how is Hardin still kicking? I don't really know. He turns to you and smiles. So we're going to find out. Hardin is now a big shot in the shipyards, just a few degrees back around the Eye from here. Feng brings up a map of the lower Eye. Heaven Edge might be born out of Erlin's revolutionary zeal, but a flat hierarchy it is not. Hardin happened to float to the top. Feng zooms in on the far yards. Feng grimaces. The thing is, I don't have access to those systems. The shipyard crew is pretty paranoid and they don't like anyone from systems digging around in their stuff. Plus, we need more than just the name of a Solheim executive. We need proof. Feng holds up a thumbnail-sized drive. That's where this little creation of mine comes in. I call it a ripper worm. He turns the drive between his fingers. It'll rip through any digital storage and spin out a silken thread of filtered data. This one is set on the scent of Hardin Hurst. He hands it over. Getting into the compound might be tricky. Feng puts a hand on your shoulder. But you, however, have a particular knack for remote access. Feng grins. If you can extract yourself a Heaven Edge cipher from a Heaven Edge agent, they sometimes carry them among their data caches, you can crack open the compound's network and slot the worm in through any open port. You'll never even need to go near the shipyards. So, what do you say? Up for it? That's it for me. Rooting out a corrupt snake not enough? Find the information and I'll start work on that tracker of yours. Feng scratches his chin. Anything the worm gets, it'll send it back here to me. There's something wrong here, and I aim to get to the rotten core of it. You leave Feng, digging through data, among the wires and machines of the old station. As you walk out, you try to imagine the eye as it once was, a vast machine, running smooth and strong, directed by people like Hardin. A vast Solheim-built machine into which thousands poured from the surrogate systems, looking for a new life. The hope of a better future, engineered to line someone else's pockets. It's an idea you are intimately familiar with. You think of Hardin, still alive, still part of this place, and wonder if the past is ever truly past. Okay, so we have a lot of dice, and a lot of options here. We still... Oh wow, we have so many options, good lord. What do we need for the ambergris again? Because I know how to get to the hive mind. We need a ship shape, so we need to actually fix the ship. Do you reckon she'll help me? Doesn't seem like it's gonna pay me anything. I could run the market. We have a 6. That could make me some money, you know? Money is my main concern right now. Play the exchange, 100% positive outcome. Also get me trusted trader. Let's do it. It'll get me over that 100 mark. Oh, well. Over. It'll get me that 100 mark. But I could do it again. If I really wanted to. Just to make sure that we just have some money. I'm going to need to buy some food too. Let's do it. Ah, we got trusted trader. Okay, does that open up something new here in the Ort exchange? Ort fabricator. Let's go have a look. Reclaimed fabrication stack. We can fabricate a ship mind if we have 3 ship mine fragments. Ship mines cannot be built from scratch, but if you have enough, salvaged fragments can be reassembled in the fabricator. Okay, so that's an option. Has that locked me out of the exchange now? No, okay, it's still there. We can still do it. Let's go grab ourselves some food from Emphasis' stall here. While we can. Give us ourselves a fungus fan. Okay, let's leave. And that leaves us with 2 5 dice. I do wonder if trying to fix the ambergris will give us the shards of the hive mind. Lots of 5 seems very useful. We could go and dig around for Dragos in the yard. We could Try and get the winter light. We only have so many turns to do this, to try and get information. It could be useful. Cutter salvage is there's a chance we'll get hurt, right? No, with a 5 we won't get hurt, so we could get more money? Whether we need to get more money, I don't know. Unless, of course, we could get ship mines from the salvage. Doesn't seem to say we could. Well, I guess I should assume it doesn't work like that. We try and find answers. Let's try and find answers. Investigating the winter light means picking through its systems and structures with care. Okay, we got a neutral outcome, which is kind of rubbish. Try again. You discover a hidden compartment with spare components and backup data storage. This has to contain something of use. That time we got 2. Oh, we also actually got some scrap components. Should I hold on to these or should I sell them on the exchange? I don't know if there's any use for them other than selling them. And I need money, so I'm just going to sell them. I'm sure this is going to be a real pain later on, but we know we can get more. Maybe we'll get lucky and get more than 12. Nah, we got 12. Okay, so we always seem to get 12. Okay. Let's go and rest in the container. But before we start off on a new day here, we can see what dice we have, so we have some good interesting ones, but I think this is where I'm going to end this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you again to the members of the channel, it means the world to me. And as always, I'll see you next time.